Over the past few weeks, even this past weekend, we have had rounds of severe storms. So this week, we're going to talk about severe weather. Spring is in full swing now, which means that the atmosphere is warming up, and so is severe weather season. Severe weather season spans from March to August across the United States. It begins in March in the southern states, then moves to the southern plains during April and May, then heads further north towards the Great Lakes states during the summer. Thunderstorms can occur year-round and at all hours, but are most likely in the spring and summer months during the afternoon to evening hours. This is typically when you get the most daytime heating to spark up those storms. But the seasonal rise in temperature, humidity, along with some other factors, are what drive storms to pop up and possibly become severe. Another reason for this northward severe threat movement is from the jet stream. The jet stream is a ribbon of high winds located near the troposphere. Its position is strongly tied to the southern edge of the dome of cold air that is centered on the North Pole. During winter, that cold dome expands considerably, even extending nearly to the Gulf of Mexico. As the winter ends and spring approaches, the hemisphere begins to warm up and the cold dome shrinks. When the jet stream migrates north as the weather warms in spring and summer, so does the greatest concentration of severe weather outbreaks. The jet stream is also associated with strong vertical circulations, upward and downward motions. The upward vertical motions are vital in producing thunderstorms. A thunderstorm is a rain shower during which you hear thunder. Since thunder comes from lightning, all thunderstorms have lightning. A severe thunderstorm is when it contains one or more of the following: hail 1 inch or greater, winds gusting in excess of 57 miles per hour, or a tornado. There are about 100,000 thunderstorms each year in the U.S. alone, and about 10% of these reach severe level. The National Weather Service are the ones who classify these storms and issue watches and warnings. A severe thunderstorm watch is to watch and prepare for severe weather. A severe thunderstorm warning is for severe weather that has been reported by spotters or indicated by radar. So you need to act now to get into your safe shelter. And this is really the case for all watch versus warnings. A good example is this: the ingredients for a cupcake versus the cupcake. In the National Weather Service, there is also the Storm Prediction Center. They issue convective outlooks that show severe thunderstorm threats across the country. These go out 3 days and are broken into 5 categories. Light green is for general or non-severe thunderstorms. Then we go to dark green, that's for your marginal risk. Slight is yellow. Enhanced risk, that is for your orange color. And moderate risk, that is red. This risk is usually reserved for days with several supercells producing intense tornadoes or very large hail. High risk, that's magenta, and this is reserved for when high confidence exists in widespread coverage of intense severe weather. The main threats in severe thunderstorms are lightning, damaging winds, hail, flooding, and tornadoes. Lightning is a giant spark of electricity in the atmosphere between clouds, the air, or the ground. When the opposite charges build up enough, the insulating capacity of the air breaks down, and there's a rapid discharge of electricity that we know as lightning. Energy from a lightning channel heats the air to around 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This causes the air to rapidly expand, creating a sound wave known as thunder. Thunder can be heard up to 25 miles away from the lightning discharge. Lightning can occur between opposite charges within the cloud, cloud-to-cloud lightning, or between opposite charges in the cloud and on the ground, cloud-to-ground lightning. Cloud-to-ground lightning can cause damage, fires, and injure or kill people. This is why we always say, when thunder roars, go indoors. Damaging winds are classified as those exceeding 50 to 60 miles per hour and are often called straight line winds. This is to differentiate the damage they cause from tornado damage. Most thunderstorm winds that cause damage at the ground are a result of outflow generated by a thunderstorm downdraft. Damage from severe thunderstorm winds account for half of all severe reports and is more common than damage from tornadoes. Hail is a form of precipitation consisting of solid ice that forms inside thunderstorm updrafts. Hailstones are formed when raindrops are carried upward by thunderstorm updrafts into extremely cold areas of the atmosphere and freeze. They grow by colliding with liquid water drops that freeze onto the hailstone surface. The hail falls when the thunderstorm's updraft can no longer support the weight of the hailstone. These are the main hail measurements we use, which can damage aircraft, homes, and cars, and can even be deadly to livestock and people. Flooding causes more damage in the United States than any other severe weather-related event, an average of $5 billion a year. This overflow of water can happen during heavy rains, when ocean waves come on shore, snow melts quickly, or when dams or levees break. Floods can occur within minutes or over a long period. It may last days, weeks, or longer. Damage from flooding may happen with only a few inches of water, or it may cover a house to the rooftop. Floods are the most common and widespread of all weather-related natural disasters, and flash floods are the most dangerous. This is because they combine the destructive power of a flood with incredible speed. Flash floods occur when heavy rainfall exceeds the ability of the ground to absorb it. They can happen within minutes, which also limits the time available to warn and protect the public. Most fatalities from flash flooding are from people driving into flooded roadways. This is why we always say, turn around, don't drown. A tornado is a narrow, violently rotating column of air that extends from a thunderstorm to the ground. To fuel the storm, you need warm and humid air, wind shear to generate spin, and a trigger to start the convective process. This is often from a cold front or a dry line. After the storm, the National Weather Service examines the damage it caused and uses the enhanced Fujita scale to determine the strength of the tornado. From this information, we can estimate the wind speeds. Just like we talked about earlier with severe thunderstorm watch first warning, a tornado watch means there are conditions for a tornado, while a tornado warning means a tornado has been radar indicated, confirmed, or spotted. That means you need to be in your safe spot, which is inside, away from windows, in the most interior and lowest room in your house. Weather history for this week. We saw earlier that baseball-size hail is 2.75 inches in diameter. That is what Mooresville experienced in 1988 and Anson County in 1921. In 2011, from April 27th to the 28th, an estimated 305 tornadoes touched down from Arkansas all the way to New York. This became the largest outbreak ever recorded. There were 2 EF5s, 4 EF4s, and 21 EF3s. For your 7-day forecast, we do have the chance for rain and storms really late into this evening, overnight, and into your Thursday. Do have a marginal risk for severe storms, with our main concern being some heavy rainfall. After that, much cooler and then much warmer for the weekend. Stay safe, healthy, and see you for next Weather Wednesday.